Hi and welcome to my new channel. So I am opening up this new channel and it's gonna be all about creating Insta walls. I had this idea for about a year ago or a little more than a year ago because there were so many shops that were getting open here in LA and more of like a pop-up shops or wall shops for social media, and like people will go and take photos and I love the idea, but I also thought, why not have that at home, make it your own, and make it unique, meaning that not anyone is gonna have the same content. So anyways, that's where I am. That's where I'll be creating today. I'm gonna start with the vanity table and the vanity table wall, to call it as a full. And without further ado, let's start. Okay, so I want to start first with this wall right here. I moved into this apartment about a month and a half ago, and I live in Hollywood now. And the moment that I saw this is it's kind of like a studio, one-bedroom apartment. It's bigger than a studio, but it's an open space. So the moment that I saw this apartment, I fell in love because it has a lot of character, and you guys will see it because as I go through the video, or as I go through other walls that I'm gonna install at home, you will check out like how much personality it has. So definitely the reason why I chose the apartment was because it did have a bit of personality, and so I fell in love. And of course the brick wall right here. The moment that I saw this brick wall, I just immediately thought that, okay, this is gonna be a wall for the vanity table. So all of the items that I'm picking are minimal, because I don't want the items to take away from the wall, but I also want them to be their own identity. So I'm gonna be explaining how I'm gonna break down this wall pretty much. So what I want to do is I want to set up this in 3 different bases. This will be base 1 at the top, base 2 is right at the middle, and base 3 will be at the bottom. So this whole area right here. The reason why I'm setting it up in 3 bases is because that way I'll have different types of shots. Alright, so first I'm gonna start with the vanity table. I got this table at Urban Outfitters and I fell in love with it. Before I bought it, I made sure that I got the right dimensions. This is a small wall at the end of the day, and so I didn't want a vanity table that is like super long. I wanted a small vanity table, and then I also wanted gold on it, because gold is just like blends in with the brick. So it has like this very nice textures on the side, so it separates it, but it's still part of it. And then also, if you notice here at the bottom, it's all glass, so you're able to see through the bottom. Let me show you what I have here. If you notice here at the bottom, you see this very nice, like on the floor, like I have like this wood floor, and I have this very nice, I forget how you call this, but I have like this black, this white, like contrast everything. So I wanted something that is just like part of it, and that it doesn't overpower. And also the legs too are very thin. It just looks very elegant. So that's one of the things that I loved about it. So after getting the table, I wanted to set up items that are part of the table. And of course, like I mentioned, this is gonna be base 2 right here, right in the middle. But I wanted for base 1, which is gonna be at the top, I wanted to have like items that are still their own, but they don't overtake away from the table again and from the wall. So it was a lot of like brainstorming, and I wanted something that like pops. So I got these very nice lights that I'm gonna show you now. I got this very nice light. It's like a neon. It's a neon line that says hustle. I don't know if you could see it that well, but it says hustle on it. And so I wanted some lights because I'm always seeing on Instagram how like you have like the vanity tables with the neon lights, and so I'm happy that I got this. I got this at eBay, and I'm gonna set up prices now. And I mean, it was just like such a lovely light, and of course the message too, hustle. I mean, that's what I live for. I live for the hustle. So it definitely caught my eye on this one. So on the next slide, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna set it up. Oh my god. Anyways, I love it. I had already previously I had already put a little bit of like a nail on the brick very carefully, so it has just one nail at the top. So I already knew where exactly I wanted this, and I had set it up earlier today, just because I didn't want to take too much time out of the whole video. So here I'm working on frames for the wall. I bought these items at Michael's and they were also on sale. I would say that this is the most simple DIY that you could find through the whole video. It gives a nice sort of pop on the wall. So after the light, which looks so beautiful, by the way, so beautiful. You see now this is the end product, and the reason why I chose this texture is because of the rug. The rug has these very cute cow-like textures. It's kind of like Dalmatian in a way too. So it has these like black and white patches on it. It has gold. Let me show you more in detail so you could see that. There you go. So when I chose the frame and the texture, I wanted something that is like part of it, that it doesn't overpower, it doesn't take it away, it blends nicely together. This is gonna go at the top and this is gonna go at the bottom, so I wanted like a uniform, like your eye goes from the top to the bottom and it's not too different or too away from each other. So I had already set up some clips on the brick wall. I have one here and one over here. And so let me show you what I use for the setup. Besides the nail, if you know you're gonna put something on a brick wall, a nail is fine, but you don't want to break too much if you're renting the apartment. I ended up finding these like clips. So yeah, anyways, I used the crazy glue and the clip, and then I just put it on the brick wall, and I just glue it, and I just like let it sit there for like about 5 minutes. You gotta let it sit for about 5 minutes so that it glues nicely, and it doesn't fall or anything. I measure kind of like if this is going here in the middle, if the sign is going in the middle underneath the vanity table, I wanted both of the frames on the side, but I didn't want them like too even to each other. So I didn't want them too even to each other because it would be too much. So that's why I felt like, okay, one could go just a bit at the top, and the other one, instead of going up also, you could just go on the side horizontal. And perfect. Now you see it, right? Let me see. There you go. Doesn't that look so cute? So that will be base one here at the top. So base one looks amazing. I am super excited about base one. It just has its own identity. It doesn't overpower from the table. Now for the vanity table, hey, this is gonna be a vanity table that I'm gonna be using for makeup, right? So because of that, I need to put lights on it, just because it's a brick wall. If you see, the light comes through there, but it like blocks it. It blocks all of the light. So I need to put some lights on so it helps me do my makeup. So for the vanity table, I'm very happy that I'm using everything out of it. So have you noticed like these little like squares, like these little ornaments around the mirror? I'm gonna be using that and taking advantage of that. And I have these light bulbs here. What I liked about these light bulbs is that it wasn't too bright. I got these light bulbs at the World Trade Market. So it has this very beautiful yellowish tone, and as you notice, like it's powerful enough. Like, you know, I will be able to see my makeup. I'm setting this up around the ornament of the mirror. Let me show you how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be using a bit of tape, nothing fancy, just to get away from you know, the cables and everything else. So I'll show you. The next section of phase 2, I am adding a couple of extra details on it, just very simple details. I got these, I'm going to be using these for my makeup palettes, so all of my eyeshadows and things like that. These are actually like a folder separator, and I got these, where was it at? Office Depot. So I went all over town just to find like special details. For everything that I got, they all have gold tones on it. Second one that I got is like a makeup separator. I got this at Target. It's like super cute, super simple, with a glass on it, and it's a big piece. It's the biggest one on this table. And for the other piece that I got this little base, and then I also got these beads right here, so that whenever I put the brushes on, you know, they stay on. I'm gonna be probably adding like another box of these beads, but definitely it's very useful for setting up my makeup. And the last little piece that I got is this, it's like a jewelry case that I got. I got this Pier 1, and I just loved it. I feel like everything's gold here. I wanted a piece that like just takes away, that it stands out a little more, but it's, you know, it's small, but it doesn't like take away too much. So this is the middle piece. This is how it looks. Super cute. This is the base 2 section. So now I'm gonna go with base 3. The bottom part, I got this very nice Ottaman seat. I got this at Target, and cute. And I'm gonna be using this Ottaman with the rug that I showed you earlier. I like them both together because they both have like the same texture. They both feel like they could belong together. Ottaman doesn't. It's not like the color is not too overpowering. It's like a very nice subtle color, like in the grayish brownish tone. So it will look very cute. So let me just show you how I'm gonna set it up. It's just very simple. Let me just give you like a whole overview on how everything looks as a whole, and then I'm gonna go after on the floor. Hi, so I am taking photos right now for the first phase, and as you notice, I took out the vanity table just because I wanted to focus more on like the light and the frames here. So anyways, I took a couple of photos, very excited about it. For this set of photos, I wanted a main focal point to be the sign. I took a couple of full body shots. There are so many other varieties of photos that can be done, but I'm only showcasing the basic ones. Okay, so I am on the second base right now. The sun has gone down a little bit, so it'll probably make it a little more easier for me to film this part. But I feel like this part is more about like the products and things that you have at home that you want to represent. So I'm just gonna take a couple of shots. I'm not gonna talk about I'm not gonna talk after this. I'm just gonna like set up my camera, my phone camera, because that's the one that I'm using for close-up photos also. And so you could just see how I set up everything. The second base is best used when you wanna showcase any specific products, makeups, any beauty products. I also feel that it works amazing when taking selfies or maybe filming yourself for like a beauty tutorial. Okay, so I just did the second base, which is right here at the mirror, and yay! I don't know if you can see my face, but anyways, I just did this one, and now I'm gonna be heading on to the third base, which is the bottom base. I feel that for the bottom face, I'm gonna have like a full body, but it's gonna be with the whole vanity table, of course. So anyways, just follow me and let's see how we figure out how to do the third base. Base 3 is the perfect set to showcase your outfits. So here are some examples. So here are all the items that I bought, as well as the stores where you could find them. The total came out to 401, which is right on the budget. Personally, one of the things that I'm using on my everyday basics pretty much is the hustle artwork. It just has like such a nice lighting, and I could just leave it up anytime. It's like it probably is kind of like my nighttime light as well. So I totally recommend it. Alright. So all I wanted to say is thank you so much for watching this video, coming with me into this whole journey. I'm gonna be dropping videos like this in the future, but also I don't want to I want to be able to expand myself a little more, so there's gonna be a bit of like beauty tips and other just a whole little world on like the Lucy world, you know what I mean? So if you have any other ideas, let me know. If you have any suggestions, also let me know. There's always that's the reason why we have the comment section. But I had a lot of fun working on this. And just check out the Insta, because that's where all the photos are going to be dropping. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you, and see you soon. Bye.